So Chelsea, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. And how did you feel playing in like a theater like this tonight?
We've been doing a lot of theaters on this tour, so I'm getting more used to it. Sometimes it's a challenge to play to a sit-down audience because the energy is totally different than when people are standing right in front of you, and you can really feel like the back and forth. But it's a different dynamic, and I really enjoyed tonight. Actually, I felt good energy from the audience, even though they were sitting.
Yeah. Is it like an extra little challenge when people are sitting? Like, do you find yourself just mentally like playing things in a different way, or?
I don't know. I guess I just kind of respond to it as it comes. But I think when I first step out, it's a little bit more of a challenge, just because I realize how quiet things are and how intimate it is.
And when did you start songwriting?
When I was really young, I guess I've always been writing songs, and I didn't really take it seriously until I was older though. Yeah.
And you're known for like that darker, like mysterious atmosphere. Did you find when you were like in your younger age, did you feel drawn towards that, or was that something inspired later on?
No, I definitely.
Oops. That's the one professional.
It's an interesting text tone.
Yeah. My bad.
I actually thought that was you whistling, and I was like,
weirdo.
no, I was just like, he asked this heavy question, and then I'm like,
yeah.
He whistles. Anyway. So yeah, I mean, I think the first stuff I wrote when I was a kid was always a little bit on the heavier side, because I was always interested in like the two sides to every story, even from when I was a little kid. I always wanted to know like what was happening outside of my city, or like I was always into like watching the world news and kind of just like tormenting myself about how horrible the world is. And I guess that it just carried over as I got older. And I'm always interested in contrast to this day. So
yeah, that's really
does that
cool.
answer your
Yeah,
question?
yeah, it does really well. And your latest video, it's Feral Love. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Feral Love. There's a lot of like crazy imagery, and I was wondering if that was just purposely to be a mindfuck, or was there actually like a lot of meaning into like all the different images in that video?
Both really, because the video is actually kind of a part of a greater film that me and the director Mark Pellington made together, and that's kind of his style that he's known for, is taking a lot of really amazing footage and then taking this having this frantic way of cutting it up and putting it all together, so it's very dreamy and surreal and kind of takes you aback. So I think that video definitely demonstrates that. But throughout the film, some of the images that are shown in Feral Love, they're expanded upon later. You know what I mean? So it all kind of ties together.
And do you find like you're getting a lot of more attention due to Game of Thrones ending up using that for their trailer this year?
I'm sure. I mean, I guess I don't really think about it that much. I was just really excited to be a part of the show, I guess, because I'm a fan. And I guess one time at one of the shows we recently opened for Queens of the Stone Age, and when I was leaving the stage from the last song, someone yelled, "Game of Thrones."
Oh, yeah.
It's like, that's cool, like Game of Thrones,
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like you're worried that's gonna be like a little like cliche, like you don't mind if somebody's just like, oh shit, that's a Game of Thrones girl or whatever.
No way. I mean, to be honest, like I kind of feel like for some artists like me, like I'm not really on the radio very much. There's a few radio stations that play our music, but for me, being on Game of Thrones is kind of like hearing myself on the radio or something for other artists, Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so it was really cool. I dug it.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I really love your collab with King Dude.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, how did you guys link up to make music? Because I know his style is very dark, mysterious, almost like it just collides with yours so well.
Well, I don't know. We've been friends for a long time now. We met when I played my first release show, and he was playing with us. We kind of hit it off right away, and pretty soon after we made our first 7-inch, and then we've just been really good friends. And he's kind of a artistic guru in a way, especially for visual stuff. Like if I have something that like I have two things and I have to decide between for like an album cover, he's always the person I'm like, PJ, tell me what to do. He's really good at that kind of stuff. And I love his music as well, obviously. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like we're like brother and sister. We come together and make music together sometimes. We both would love to do like a full length or something, but we're also both really busy at the moment. So
yeah, that'd be amazing if you guys did that.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
Awesome. And after this tour, what's next for you?
Well, after this tour, like a month later, we have to go to Europe. We don't have to, but we get to go to Europe. And in between, I think I'll just be working on a new album. Mostly just writing. I mean, I've been taking these sort of like writing trips in between tours, like to different locations and stuff, just and like kind of tormenting myself to kind of like get something new out of my head, you know.
Do you find you like seclude yourself, or do you like to be like around people when you write music, or?
I usually end up secluding myself. I like to write alone in like the initial stage most of the time. I guess every song's different, but for the majority of the songs that I write, I kind of like to just be alone in like a different space. Like recently, my record label and management company, Sargent House, got this really cool property out in the high desert in California, and there's a really large empty barn there. It's going to be converted into a studio sometime the next year or so. But for now it's empty and it just has this really amazing reverb and vibe, so I went out there and wrote some new songs, and that's kind of what I'm doing when I'm not on tour, just finding these different places to go and like see what I can find in there, you know?
Yeah, that's badass.
And I just kind of want to throw you for a loop, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You get to find that so many ways. I don't know. I mean, I think the Sufis say that life is a dream and death is waking up, so maybe something along those lines.